Greetings, everyone. It's great to be here today. I'm Wolfram Alderson, and it's 2:30 a.m. here in Kuwait, where I happen to live. I'm a co-founder of Tilt, and I'm really honored to join you all today. I'm a social change guy, and I'm focused in the area of metabolic health and nutrition. And I'm also an artist. That's one of my 11-foot tall love altars there behind me, which I thought would be appropriate for today. Today, I'm going to be talking about radiate or radiating perpetual love, a theme that I've chosen for an upcoming book that I've written and illustrated. So if we look across the spectrum of our lives in terms of love and time, we'll likely see some specific moments of magic and rescue that are generative, regenerative, or transformative, and that we might connect with what we perceive as our eternal self. These moments can be portals that bring us into the land of eternal sunshine, otherwise known as unconditional love. There is a beautiful word in Spanish that really doesn't exist in English. It's reconocimiento, or re-knowing. The word implies you already knew something, but now you are knowing it again. I live with the belief that we all come from unconditional love, and that along the way, some of us forget that due to the vagaries of life, trauma, conditional love, and well, all too often we forget or suppress our default system that is unconditional love. One incredible re-knowing moment for me was meeting Dr. Julia Mossbridge and playing a role in founding Tilt, a moment in which I realized that it was possible to manifest dreams of what I know as structural love or unconditional love in a highly ordered state. The idea that humanity can come together and create new forms of sustainable, transformative love that can shape our collective reality as we know it, and as we allow it. For several years, I've been writing and illustrating a book called Radiate, Perpetual Love. In it, I hypothesize that if enough of us gather together and share the energy of unconditional love, then we can amplify and accelerate this energy to levels that are needed to help transform this planet that struggles to support 8 billion of us at this point. From my perspective, the total amount of suffering in this world is equal to the love deficit in the world. This comes from 40 years of work in social change, working with a wide range of populations, whether it was homeless, seniors, refugees, mentally ill, and so many different communities. I've never seen a shortage of problems. I think that the fact that we have the solutions is ironic, because we know that love is here already, simply waiting for us to acknowledge, receive, and transmit it. I believe this is always there for us, always a solution for so many of our global human problems. So over the years, as part of my exercise to stay sane and to keep doing this work, to stay inspired, I collected quotes about unconditional love. And as I started to gather more and more, hundreds of these quotes, I saw quotes from the masters, quotes from the internet, quotes from 2,000 years ago to anonymous postings on social media. And I saw the patterns and the themes in these comments or thoughts about unconditional love. and I organize them into what I call love buckets, or themes about unconditional love. These coalesced into a matrix that I call the Radiant 108. In this matrix, there are 108 radiances of unconditional love that reflect love from the past, the present, and the future, all downloaded from what I call the lovosphere. I divide each radiance into two parts: revelations, this amazing wisdom on unconditional love that comes from across the ages, and reflections, my own thoughts on any particular topic of unconditional love. The hypothesis behind the book is that when more of us share these energies or patterns of unconditional love in coordinated and synchronous ways, the energies can amplify or become more sustained on this little blue ball flying through space. So, can we fill the love deficit? From my perspective, there's no shortage of love. The so-called shortage is simply a denial of service, a poor tuning of the transmitter, resulting in too much static and interference that disrupts or ignores the love that is radiating all the time. We look to change our diet when our health is failing. So, what is the recommended daily allowance for love? From where I stand, there is no upper threshold for this substance. There's always enough. So let's increase this essential nutrient that feeds our collective soul. So I'd like to share just a couple of pieces from the book, from the first Radiance. The first is a quote from one of my favorite authors, Bell Hooks. The book is all about love, new visions. In an ideal world, we would all learn in childhood to love ourselves. We would grow, being secure in our worth and value, spreading love wherever we went, letting our light shine. If we did not learn self-love in our youth, there's still hope. The light of love is always in us, no matter how cold the flame. It is always present, waiting for the spark to ignite, waiting for the heart to awaken and call us back to the first memory of being the life force inside a dark place, waiting to be born, waiting to see the light. I've always loved her work. So, do you want more love in your life? You may actually need to give more of your present moment to love to receive it. This means giving it both time and space. You must literally be more present with love. This means putting it on your calendar. This means creating space in your home or your heart for love. This means you are the home for love. You are at home with love. And here's a little ditty from the book. Where is the love? No need to embrace it. Seek it, find it, or aspire to it. It is already in you. You are love. It courses through you. It reflects you. You reflect it. You contain it. It contains you. No need to wait for it. It isn't waiting for you. It is already here now, because it is you, you, you. You are love, love, love. You are here, here, here. You are now, now, now. Finally, I'll close with a meta intention. And afterwards, I hope there's enough time. Perhaps if there's chats and comments in chat, I'm happy to respond. If you could close your eyes, take a deep breath. May you be safe, healthy, and happy. May you be filled with peace, calm, and loving kindness. May your life unfold with ease. May love radiate all within you. May love radiate all around you. May love radiate across the known and the unknown universe. So I'll just check the Q&A here. And from Jeffrey, hoping you'd show us lots of your artwork. Yes, I am happy to do that. I am posting as I go along on my website, wolframalderson.com. And I have lots of prints and little tidbits that I'm sharing as I'm getting closer and closer to publishing the book. And there's lots of artwork there, both from the past as well as the current work that's going into Radiate Perpetual Love. And also the question, could I talk a little bit more about my artwork, past and present? So I have one way that I've kept myself healthy and thriving in continuing in the work of social change for over 4 decades now is I'm an artist, and that's my therapy, if you will, to help sustain myself, my health, my mental and physical health. For much of my career, I've focused on sculpture, and you can see this piece behind me. That's an 11-foot illuminated love altar. This was first shown in San Francisco at an exhibit called the Love Icon Show. This work is on my website. On the front page, there's actually a documentary that led up to the show, and some friends of mine put that together. It's a beautiful piece. And much of my sculpture is illuminated sculpture, so it actually radiates its own light. My work's shown in the dark. And I did a second show in San Francisco called Puppets of Love, and also featuring illuminated sculpture as well as some illuminated sentences in 3 dimensions about love, and some paintings as well. And but in recent history, in the last couple of years, I have learned the art of making linoleum cut prints. And so I've almost exclusively been focused on making prints. And at least 100 of these prints are going into the book, Radiate Perpetual Love. And so, like I said, I'm sharing those on my website, wolframalderson.com. And it shouldn't be too hard to find me if you want to reach out. Once the book is published, I will be selling prints of the limited series prints that are in the book. But of course, many of them are online and will be available in the book as well. So I'm also seeing in chat. So looks like we'll move back to the main lobby, and I thank you all and many blessings upon you.